Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the FIFA Flow podcast. Welcome to season 3, episode 38 of the podcast, guys. Sorry that I haven't been recording. I said I was going to do a video this Monday. However, unfortunately, on Sunday I had like a sore throat towards the end of the day. I decided to stay home on Monday, and the sore throat was like semi getting better, but then during that night as well, I got a bit of a fever, and I got a bit of a runny nose. So if my voice does sound weird, sorry about that. I also might pause in the middle of the video just to go blow my nose, like if it starts to get runny again. But yeah, guys, we are here today. We're going to talk about some league games. To be fair, if I was to do a video on Monday, there wasn't really much to talk about. I was going to do Arsenal Brighton, but I don't know if we'll do that in today's video. Today, we're going to be talking about La Liga. We're going to be talking about Barcelona winning the La Liga. We're going to be talking about Paris Saint-Germain. Of course, we're going to be talking about the Europa League, the Champions League final predictions. We're also going to make some Serie A team of the season vote. I'm going to talk about my team of the season. And yeah, that's pretty much it. No football news today. Just going to be games, going in depth about the games that happened over the past week. And then some Serie A votes, and then maybe end it off with a footy tic-tac-toe to see my negative ball knowledge. But guys, let's get right into it, guys. And yeah, as I said, thank you so much for the support. 47 subscribers. I mean, the views have been killing it recently. So yeah, as I said, thank you so much for the support. As I said, school ends at the end of June, like literally the end of June, June 27th. So let's see if we can hit 50 subscribers by the end of my last grade 12 year before I go to post-secondary. Would be pretty sick. But yeah, thank you so much for the support overall. I love doing these podcasts. Get to say my I get to say my like tell you guys my thoughts on the football, the current football stuff going on. I want to hear your guys' thoughts, and also not just giving my thoughts, but also explaining what happened to you guys, in-depth analysis of the game. So yeah, even if I don't get like as many views, like the people who do listen to it, thank you so much, because like it's fun doing these, fun to express my emotion, my thoughts about football, in-depth analysis as well. Like even if you disagree with my thoughts, you get to hear about what is going on in the football world. But guys, let's get right into it. Let's start off with the Champions League, guys. Let's get it off right there, because holy guys, Man City versus Inter Milan. Let's go ahead, start it off with the second legs of each game, and then go into the final prediction. Give my thoughts on the final. Inter Milan versus AC Milan. Guys, I think we all expected AC Milan to win. But to be fair, guys, Inter Milan have had a great run. They've beat AC Milan 2 times in the Serie A this season already. I think one time, 2 times in this in the Champions League, of course. I think in the Supercopa, and I think it's actually this weekend they're actually playing each other. If we take a look, no, they're not playing each other. I think. Oh no, they already. No, they already played each other. I think 4 or 5 times. I'm pretty sure Inter beat Milan 2 times in the Serie A, of course. 2 times in the Champions League, of course, and then I think they beat them a 5th time in the Supercopa, which is the domestic cup that, like, you know how there's the FA Cup, there's the Coupe the Coupe de France. I think it's the Coupe de Nationale for the French league, for the Ligue 1, the Uber Eats, the best league in the world. And then there's the Copa del Rey for La Liga, and I think it's the Supercopa for the Serie A. That's the domestic cup. So I think that beat them there as well. But overall, I know for sure 4 times this season Inter has beaten AC Milan. Actually, just give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Alright, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, guys. I think about 4 times. But yeah, for this game, guys, I think we had a great game. I think Inter definitely killed it yet again. But I definitely noticed, I was home yesterday, so or 2 days ago I was home, so I was watching this game. I definitely noticed that AC Milan did change up the way they played. They looked a bit better in the attack. in the build-up, and especially the build-up around Rafael Leao. I think he was a huge factor to AC Milan's attack, to the offensive play. Him, that link up with Brahim Diaz, Junior Messias, I think great link up there. Brahim Diaz, he had some really good opportunities. Rafael Leao as well, he had some really good dribbles. I think he's a huge factor. Just, he's fast, great to get in behind the defense on the ball. He's like, he's not as physical as some players like Erling Haaland or Romelu Lukaku, but he has that. I think the height kind of adds that physical presence to him. As I said, he's fast as well because of that height factor. And then yeah, his dribbling as well. He's great on the ball. Like the ball rolls to get around players. His speed, as I said, all of that like gets in the factor of how good he is in the attack. He has a great curl on the ball as well. His finesse. He almost had a good chance. Ball roll, sprints past Darmian, and then almost like curled it in behind or just past Onana. There was another time, yet again, I think it was him who passes it, cuts inside into Brahim Diaz, and great save by Onana, but yet again, that link up with Brahim Diaz in that midfield. Not only the attack, I feel like sometimes you definitely see him kind of drop back to allow players like Leao, like Tonali, like Junior Messias to go up on the wings, and then he passes it to them. But also for some defensive duties as well. You definitely see Brahim Diaz doing that as well. I definitely noticed that. But overall, yeah, I saw Tonali going up a lot. I think compared to the first leg, AC Milan in the first leg, man, they were rushing it. They were trying to rush all the goals, and then because of how fast they played in the attack, they lost the ball easily to Inter's press, to Inter's good like a one-on-one man-to-man press, and then for that reason they got quickly countered attack as well. So I think that's what he definitely noticed, and in this game they were a bit slower and also more efficient on keeping the ball, possessing the ball, like keeping possession of the ball. I don't know what I just said there. Possessioning? Is that even a word? But yeah, I definitely noticed AC Milan, air conditioning Milan, were a bit more calm in this game for sure. On the other hand, Inter Milan, man, as I said, they are a bit underrated this season. They definitely remind me of the 2009-2010 Inter Milan when they won. I think did they win the treble? They won the Supercoppa. Let me take a look. 2010, who won Serie in 2010? I think it was. Is this Milan? When you say Milan, I think when you say Internazionale, that is. Oh, it says here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. This was the season Diego Milito about. Oh my, yeah, look at this. Inter Milan. This was the glory ages for Inter, bro. Glory ages. But oh, not my frozen computer again. But yeah, I think it was 2010. They won the Supercoppa. I think they won the treble, the Supercoppa, the Serie A, of course, and then the Champions League as well. Those are during the Inter Milan glory ages. And then you saw 5 years in a row, they killed it in the Serie A. And then straight after that, from 2010 to the current year, 13 years, they fell off because of all their players. They started leaving. I think they had Cordoba, Lucio. I think they had Lucio. I think they had a Brazilian goalkeeper. I forgot his name. Let's take. They had Diego Milito, who probably had one of the greatest seasons. He carried he had a great UCL final. I remember the second goal, bro. I don't want to show it on here because I think I'll get copyrighted. But that second goal in the UCL final by Diego Milito, bro. What a baller that guy was. I was watching the UCL final the last time Inter were in the final, and bro, that guy was a baller. But those were during the glory ages. I think that was when Jose Mourinho was there as well. Of course, the main man himself. I am Jose Mourinho. We're gonna get to him later, of course, because of Roma, what they did today. But yeah, I think those were during the glory ages. If you take a look, 2010 UCL final lineup. I think they had Cordoba, Zanetti, Julio Cesar. Yeah, I think he was the Brazilian goalkeeper. I remember him winning the World Cup with Brazil. Julio Cesar. goalkeeper. Yeah, Brazilian. I think he was the Brazilian goalkeeper. I remember him. Yeah, if we take a look at the lineup though, Schneider, I think, but he was pretty young during that age. Eto, he was also, I think he was like pretty young as well. This was after Barcelona, of course, I think. If we take a look, oh, Gomez. Wait, which Gomez is this? This is I forgot his name. I think he also played for Inter later on in his career as well. Mario Gomez, Mario Gomez. But yeah, they had Eto, Schneider, Thiago Motta, who played for PSG, I'm pretty sure. Zanetti, yeah, Lucio. I'm not sure if Cordoba's here. Julio Caesar. But for sure, a few of these players were old. Even on the bench, they had like uh, Materazzi. How old was he here? I'm pretty sure I butchered that name. Coutinho, bro. Pandev, yeah, he's still around in this days. How old is? Shoot, I was gonna search someone, bro. I just said his name, but I forgot. But yeah, you get what I mean. Some of them were definitely young, such as I think Eto wasn't as old, like he wasn't in his 30s. I think he was like at 28, maybe even younger, like 26, 29, somewhere there. Schneider, I think he was like 24 back then, but after that, a lot of their players started leaving the club. I think was Samuel Eto, was he at Barcelona after Inter? Oh yeah, I think yeah, he went to Barcelona. He went to Inter after Barcelona. He won the Champions League there, of course. So, so yeah, you definitely notice a lot of them were old, and then like Schneider, he started leaving as well. And I kind of have the same like vibe and feeling with the current Inter team here. You have Edin Dzeko. He's old now. He's like in his 36, 37 years old. Romelu Lukaku. I think he might part ways with Inter. I know he loves the club, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Like, I'm pretty sure he's on loan to Inter right now from Chelsea, bro. I don't know what's going on with Lukaku, like frauding for Chelsea, going back on loan to Inter. Like, I don't know what's going on there, but they might lose him. Lautaro Martinez won the World Cup. He's having a pretty decent season. I think I definitely expected more from him, but like he's still having a pretty decent season. We can see like some top tier teams like I feel like Manchester United could go for Lautaro Martinez. Mkhitaryan, he's getting old. I'm pretty sure Çalhanoğlu is pretty young. Dumfries, he's pretty good as well. I feel like a team like Real Madrid could definitely use a player like Dumfries. Darmian, Acerbi, I'm pretty sure he's semi-old as well. Skriniar, they're losing Milan Skriniar because PSG are going to be signing him. Handanovic, he's definitely old as well. Onana, they might be losing Onana because Manchester United apparently, I think like there's some stuff going on, like they might there's like rumors of him going to United. Robin Gosens as well, or as I say, Gosens, because Persians, if any Persians watch this, Robin Gosens, guys, Robin Gosens. But how old is Robin Gosens? Robin Gosens, I'm pretty sure he's pretty old as well. 28 years old, not that old, but somewhat there. Yeah, as I said, Brozovic, I'm pretty sure he's pretty, like, how old is Brozovic age? Yeah, 30 years old. He's getting there for sure. So you get what I mean. A lot of these players are either getting older, like Inter are gonna have to start looking for replacements in the next 2 years for sure. Barella, he might be getting a move to the Premier League. I feel like I said this whole season, man. Barella, man. A lot of the like Liverpool, man. If they need a new midfielder, Barella, man. He's so good for Inter. When I watch the game, the assist, the pass, how he controls the ball, moves the ball. I think it was in the game against Napoli. I did mention he was a bit sloppy, but I think like in this game here for sure, like that was just one of the games that I watched. I barely watched Inter Milan, not as much as PSG and stuff, but that one game when I did watch him, I mentioned he was a bit sloppy. But this game, man, he was killing it, moving the ball defensively, great, all everywhere. So I feel like if like he might also leave to a team like Liverpool, who might and definitely want to sign a new midfielder for sure. So I had to mention all of this. And where was I? I Where was I, bro? I was saying something, and then I mentioned something about Barella. Yeah, like all their players leaving. So yeah, in the next 2 years, they're gonna have to for sure look for a new replacements. Um, but like as I said, the way that they moved the ball, they moved it well. Even for AC Milan, Çalhanoğlu, Dzeko, bro. This guy was just running through the defense. Great right there. Natura Martinez, Barella, as I mentioned. Onana, I want to talk about Onana as well. This guy is great in the back line. He's great. I think the reason why United want to sign him, he was under Eric Ten Hag when they were both at Ajax a few years ago. And then I think there was like a situation in court with Onana or something. He got like suspended. He's back at Inter Milan and he's having a killer season. Great saves. He had some really good saves. Even Mike Mignon, bro, he had some really good saves as well. He's probably for me Mike Mignon, best goalkeeper in the Serie A this season. And then Onana, very close second for sure. But what makes Onana better is the ability to play from the back as well. And that's why a team like Manchester United really needs someone like that, someone who can play from the back, because that's the way that Eric Ten Hag plays. On top of that, he's been under Eric Ten Hag as well at Ajax as well. So as I mentioned, a lot of them leaving the solid team. They could possibly win they have a high chance. Football heritage, man. Football heritage right there. Now, it is Manchester City, bro. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Inter save football. I do not like saying that. I think if Man City win... Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the Man City game. This one, I'm going to be doing some player ratings. Not for the Inter game, though. The Milan derby. But this one, I want to do some player ratings. Kind of go over each player individually. Guys, Manchester City absolutely smoked Real Madrid. Actually, give me a second before we go into it. Because I want to go on a rant. But if my nose gets runny in the middle of the rant, it's not going to sound as good, so I need to, you get what I mean. And we are back, guys. So yeah, time to go on my rant. My voice feels a bit more cleared, so now I can actually go on a rant. Guys, Manchester City smoked Real Madrid. Real Madrid, bro, they looked like a bunch of dogs, bro, chasing the ball left, right, and center because of the way the Man City played. I always say this, bro. I always say, if we go and look at my story, bro, we go and look at my story I posted today. Look at this. We're gonna talk about PSG, Barca winning Spain, Prem title. Actually, no, we're not gonna talk about the Prem title. Man City treble, Milan derby, Sevilla, Juve, Madrid. I want to talk about the reason why City are such a good team is because they are a Spanish team, bro. They are a Spanish team. Like in terms of, of course they're a Prem team, they're an English team, but in the terms of the way that they play, they are a Spanish team, and that's of course due to Pep Guardiola, the way that Pep Guardiola plays. If you take a team, if you look at a team like Liverpool, Manchester United, kind of, I think Arsenal are kind of like a Spanish team as well with that pass and go, that possession based gameplay. But especially Manchester City, bro. The reason why they're so good, the reason why Man City dominate the league every year is because they don't play English football. You take a look at the glory Prem days with like United and stuff. They don't play that pass and go play. You take a look at this Man City team now, they play that pass and go possession game. That's why that's the Spanish way, that tiki-taka, that pass, possession, the Real Madrid, the Barcelona play style. Because it's Pep Guardiola. His tactics. It's the tactical manager that makes Man City look like a Spanish team in terms of the way they play. That's why they're so good. And they did it. They did it at the Etihad Stadium. Of course, second leg home tax is real, guys. It is real. It is real. 4-0 made Madrid look like dogs out there chasing the ball. And I think another reason, Real Madrid, this game really, when I was watching Madrid having that possession, it really reminded me of the first leg of the Milan derby in the Champions League. The way that Madrid were playing, good pass and go again, but a bit too fast. A bit too fast. They were trying to counter fast, and you cannot counter a team who are physical with Ruben Dias, Al Walker, John Stones, Rodri, Akanji, Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan. A team who have physical players who are good at pressing and holding the ball, getting possession of the ball fast and moving it to counter Madrid's attack. You cannot play fast football against a team like Man City who press and hold possession and have this physical presence. You cannot do that. It really reminded me of the first leg of the Milan derby in the Champions League, is because Madrid, yes, they played a good Spanish pass and go possession play, but it was a bit too fast, and because they played a bit too fast, they lost possession quickly, and then Man City, you saw it quickly on the front foot. In the you see this a lot in the first half of the leg as well, in the first 20 minutes, bro. I guarantee, bro, if they did not have Courtois, bro, if Courtois wasn't as good as how he is, these guys would be smoked 7-0, bro. They would have been smoked 7-up. Liverpool, United, bro. I'm telling you, bro, in the first 20 minutes, they were getting smoked, cooked. And as I mentioned, the fast build-up that Madrid were trying to counter-attack, that you can't do that against Man City, bro. You can't do that against Man City. And especially after what happened last year at the Santiago Bernabeu in the second leg in the Champions League, Man City are not going to fall for that. They're not going to fall for that. There's no ways Man City are going to fall for that again. Now, the problem is, you could say, oh, it's Real Madrid. It's practically the same team as last year. So they knew what was coming because it's the same team. If it was a different team, it would have been a different consequence. But a different scenario. But at the end of the day, yes, at the end of the day, everyone's saying, oh, Madrid. It doesn't matter what team. It doesn't matter if, oh, if you had transfers. It could have been different. You get what I mean? Last year compared to this year, Madrid basically have the same team. So you expect City to beat this team. But Madrid fans are saying, no, it's Madrid, we're going to win. Of course, you cannot win against Man City with the same team as last year, especially second leg away tax, man. I'm telling you, it's real. It's real. Second leg home tax is real. You win in the second leg if you're home. So, I just had to go on that rant there. The way, as I said, the way that they were moving the ball, you cannot counter like that. It really reminded me of that first leg of the Milan derby for sure. But yeah, the goals, man, let's talk about player ratings. Courtois, bro, was probably the best. 4 goals against him, but still probably the best player in this Real Madrid team. I'm going to give him a solid 6.5, a 6 rating for Thibaut Courtois. Danny Carvajal, bro. This guy made Jack Grealish look like he was worth 100 million, bro. But I gotta be honest, fair play to Jack Grealish. I think he's been really good, solid this season for Man City. He's a whole different player than what he was last season. It's as if he wasn't even there last season, and then suddenly he came this season. This guy, Carvajal, literally made Jack Grealish look like 100 million. As I said, fair play to Jack Grealish. We'll get to him soon. Carvajal, man, this guy, he's so good. I know he has that passion. He has the Madrid, the history, the heritage. But man, it's time for him to leave. I don't know why. I really have no clue why Real Madrid wants a new midfielder, bro. Go get Dumfries, man. Go get a Di Lorenzo, a Trent Alexander-Arnold, a Reece James. Get a replacement for Carvajal. You do not need another midfielder. I do think that if they do get a Jude Bellingham, they'll probably do Jude Bellingham in the midfield and then Ancelotti will probably move Valverde to right back like he did with Camavinga to left back. But still, I think they should just go for a solid right back instead. And an attacker. I think a Dumfries, a Kylian Mbappe. I think they're going to wait for him for a free next year. I think for sure he has to leave, bro. Even as a PSG fan, I'm telling you, bro, some of our players wasted talent at PSG. But Carvajal, bro, made Jack Grealish like 100, actually worth 100 million. Gonna give you like a 5 or 4.8 rating, 4 rating. Militao, bro, Eder Militao, or should I say Eder Maguire, man, Eder Maguire, bro. This guy costed Real Madrid. It was literally, bro, this was the worst decision by Ancelotti playing Rudiger on the bench, bro. Not even starting Rudiger. Bro, after what Rudiger has done this whole past month, you're starting Eder Militao over him, bro. Oh my! And I don't know what is Ancelotti expecting, bro? Did he not see the first leg of this game? He had Erling Haaland on lockdown, bro. This game, thank God to Courtois that Haaland did not score. But if he had Rudiger there, Haaland wouldn't even get those chances to score in the first place. So Militao, bro, I'm gonna give you a solid 0, bro. A 0. Maybe a 1, maybe, but he got an own goal as well. So a 0, bro. A 0. Alaba, better than Militao, but yet again, Rudiger is better. So I'm gonna give him like a 2 or 3. Yeah, maybe like a 3.4. I think a solid 4. Camavinga, bro, his first leg was better. But I think I'll give him like a 3. No, I'll give him like a 4.5, a 4.8. He wasn't the worst. A 5. A solid 5. Wasn't the worst, but wasn't the best. Valverde, bro. Usually this guy is everywhere on the pitch. This guy never stops to run. But today, this game here, guys, they all look like dogs. They all look like they were chasing the ball. And Valverde, bro. Nah, bro. This guy was running everywhere, could not get the ball. Like a 3, 3.5, 3. Like a 3 is good. Toni Kroos, bro, it's time for you to leave. Like a 2. Luka Modric, I think. I don't remember much of Modric. I'll give him like a 4.8 to 5. Rodrigo, bro. I think in the first leg, I mean, this is just a normal Rodrigo, bro. It's like he either plays really good or he plays really bad. He's not consistent. He's inconsistent. But when he has those special moments, he's cooking, bro. He's cooking. He's really doing good. So I think the problem that Madrid had as well is when they were 4-0 down, Rodrigo, man, Ancelotti, you should have left Rodrigo on the bench and then do super sub Rodrigo. It's different. Vinicius Jr., I'm gonna give him a 6 or even a 7. I didn't mention Courtois was the best. Like he's the equal as Courtois. I think Vinny, he had better games. Like that first leg for sure was better for Vinny, but yeah, Kyle Walker, bro, he just had Vinny on lockdown this game for sure. And then Benzema, bro, the ghost of Madrid, bro. What happened to Benzema this season? Does he even have a knockout stage goal? Last season, Karim the Dream Benzema has 16 goals in the Champions League, bro. I don't think he has a Champions League knockout goal this season, bro. Benzema, the ghost, the goats, not the goats, the ghost, the ghost of Madrid, guys. Like, bro, this team is so bad. Then, yeah, of course, Ederson, bro. The way that he has some really good saves, bro. Is a Benzema going down the wing? He tries to hit it near post, but it's Ederson who saves it. It rebounds back to Benzema, who passes it into the middle here. Hazard tries to go back, but it's Ederson who gets back on his feet quickly and blocks the ball. Great by Ederson. Not just that, but the way he's able to pass from the back. As I said, the way that Man City play. They're not an English team. They are a Spanish playing team. And they play Spanish. They play a pass possession game. And Ederson is great at that, of course. He learned it from Neuer, that sweeper keeper role. Playing out from the back, playing on the ball. The Brazilian as well, making it even better. So, Ederson, great. He had a great game this year. Or this game, for sure. It was like Courtois last year, bro. Like, he was amazing, bro. Blocking everything. Kyle Walker locking down Vinicius Jr. on that right side. Ruben Diaz, Akanji, John Stones, and a Rodri, bro. I think this is a great change by Pep Guardiola. Because in attack, these guys are really, really solid, bro. I'm not even joking. They are really good. Rodri kind of dominating that CDM / center mid role. Like he really reminds me of that Casemiro who yes, like he's a CDM and that defensive duty, but he goes up a lot. You see that a lot in this game. Rodri was going up a lot. He had a really good chance as well at one point, playing on that right hand on this right hand side with Bernardo Silva. Past to Bernardo Silva, ball roll past David Alaba, trying to go far post. Really good chance by Rodri. So he's good. He's kind of like that Casemiro, who's a CDM, but he's going up sometimes as well. Bernardo Silva, bro, I didn't really see him much in that first leg, but in this game, bro, he was killing it, bro. He really was like a first leg of that Bayern game, that Man City Bayern game. He was killing it down the wing here. The dribbles, the small touches. If Messi leaves, when Messi leaves PSG this season, I would love a Bernardo Silva, bro. I would love it. Kevin De Bruyne, of course, you already know him. The pings he's able to give into his players, the passing, the possession, his physical. I think he has the physical presence, and on top of that, his height also adds more physical presence to him. He's able to block the ball off of opponents and stuff. Great from Kevin De Bruyne. Gundogan, bro. The 1-2 play I saw him. Erling Haaland. I think it was John Stones to Haaland. Haaland turns around quickly, sees Gundo, past the Gundo, goes around Militao, and Gundo with the backheel pass and great save by Erling Haaland yet again. And then Jack Grealish, bro, fair play to him. I know Carvajal made him look like he was worth 100 million, but overall still I think he's had a spectacular season. I think he's the most English players of all time to have the most goal chances created in the Champions League. 25, I think. So, fair play to him. But yeah, man. Literally, bro. City dominated. Let's go quickly talk about the Champions League final, guys. Inter versus City. Now, my thoughts here, of course, bro. Look at this. Look at the probability to win, of course. Now, yeah, I think, bro, City are probably going to win, unfortunately. But I'm not one of those people who say, Inter, please save football. The only reason I say Inter have a chance to win is because look at how they play. I think they play a pretty good possession base. They hold the ball well. They move it well. Not as good as City, but they play pretty decent. Onana, he's had a really good season as well. As I mentioned, playing from the back, they're probably gonna get destroyed on that press. But I think, like as I said, they also have a pretty old. But I mean, they also have like physical players as well. So the way I feel like Inter kind of have it in them, the heritage. They have that kind of same style, not as good as City, but they have that same style to play from the back, to pass the ball, move the ball around. I think they have I think they have it they have that play style and that. And they also have some physicality as well. So like Lukaku, Dumfries, so Barella. I think they can for sure do some damage there with the physicality and with that passing game. But I think Man City are just better in both of those scenarios, so I think they'll dominate there. I think, I think Inter's attack. Dzeko against Kyle Walker is probably over for Dzeko, bro. This guy's like 39 years old against Walker, speedster. Lautaro Martinez, that fraud, bro. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like for some reason he could get past Ruben Dias. Lukaku as well with that physical presence. He has a chance as well. Lukaku, bro, he's gonna have a great game. I think City will win, but I'm not those people who say Inter, please win to save football. I'm saying that Inter have a chance because they're actually good. I think they have a chance because of the way they play. They actually have a good chance, not because save football. Another reason I also say I want kind of Inter to win is because I support PSG, of course, is if you can't tell. But and because of that, if City win, bro, we're gonna be the only oil club to not have a Champions League, and I feel like we're gonna get a lot of hate because of that. We're gonna be more bantered than we already are for being the only oil club we're not having a UCL. So yeah, so I think City will win, but I'm not those people who say, "Oh, Inter, please save football." I'm saying it because I think they actually have a slight higher chance than 12%. I'm not even joking, bro. The way they play the pass and go game, they are a bit old, but I say the way they pass, they move the ball down those wings, those crosses into their attackers such as Lukaku, Lautaro Martinez, through balls into Edin Dzeko and Lautaro Martinez, down the wing, Dumfries, in defense, pretty solid. So I'm gonna be honest, I think they have a slight higher chance than what it says here. So because of the way they play, not because it's safe football. I think City are gonna win, but Inter, bro, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Inter play good, because I'm telling you, bro, the way they play, just wait, guys, just wait. But yeah, that is my Champions League prediction. As it gets closer, as we see, I'm gonna start watching some more Inter Milan and Man City, of course, to see how they both do in their leagues. I think like 3-4 games left for both of them in their leagues. So I'll see how it goes there for both of them, and then after a few weeks before the UCL final, we might do a podcast with Gareth and see what he says. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and talk about Sevilla versus Juve. We're not going to talk about Leverkusen Roma, but guys, he has done it again, Jose Mourinho. But yeah, Sevilla Juve, guys, football heritage right there. I want to talk, bro, both of these teams, bro. I think they really played good. Fair play to Juve, bro. They've had a tough season, but I feel like they've really come back. They're second place in the Serie A. They've regained their 15 points because they've won in court. So fair play to Juve, bro. I think the way they play as well this season, pretty solid. I think they've had I think in court, like, I think politically, like, and just like economically, Juve have had a downfall, but as a team when they play, they've been pretty solid this season. So fair play to them. Szczesny, bro, he had a really good game. He had some really good saves for Juve. A bit disappointing from the back line, but I think he still had a pretty good game. And same with Bonu, bro. What a keeper he is. For Morocco in the World Cup, and then here for Sevilla, bro. This is what you call Sevilla heritage. 6-time most Europa League wins in Europa League. Sevilla, bro. The Sevilla League, the Real Madrid League equals the Champions League. The Sevilla League equals Europa League. Spain passion, Spain heritage right there. I think the way that both teams play, bro, the pass and go, the possession. Sevilla, bro, they're really good. Like when Juve were building up, you really see like Sevilla were like really good and man marking. They're really good at man marking. Brian Gil, bro, the Spanish player, he was at Spurs and now he's in the final with Sevilla, bro. That is what you call trophy winning heritage right there for Sevilla. That is what you call that, bro. Harry Kane, bro, listen, you should see your own teammate who used to play for Spurs in a few years ago. Your own teammate left Spurs and is now in the final of the Europa League, about to win a trophy. Harry Kane, listen, learn from your teammate, bro. Brian Gill from Spurs didn't win a trophy. I mean, he was on loan. I think he was there for 1 year. He was on loan, and then this year he went on loan to, I think he was on loan to Valencia. Now he's on loan to Sevilla. And I think Sevilla, bro, they should really sign him because he's really, really good. Rakitic, like, playing those balls down the wing, making those dribbles, cutting inside. He was involved in, I think he was a huge respect, like, huge, like, shout to him, like, for getting that second goal as well in the 95th minute. To cross it in, he was good to get past Gatti over here. There's a ball roll, there's a ball roll speed to speed up past him, crosses it in, and then it was Lamela who just headers it in. Great header, but great cross in to get past his man, cross it in by Brian Gill, bro. He's really, really good on the ball, down the wing, moving it, cutting it inside. So like, he was the one who he really caught my attention for sure. Ocampos really good. And the series, this is not the one who played for Man City, by the way. But he's, even in the World Cup, this guy was cooking, bro. Yeah, Ocampos, Brian Gill, so all of them, bro, great players. Brian Gill, though, especially, he really caught my attention. Bonu, what a keeper, bro. A brick wall, a metal wall in the back line, in the net. He was great. Szczesny, I mentioned as well. He had a pretty good game. But yeah, for the most part, bro, like the way that both the teams play, if you take a look here, 28 shots versus 17. Like yes, like, you could say that Sevilla dominated on shots, but these shots by Juve, bro, like, it's still great. So you can see that the way that both teams countered in offense to the opposing team, great from both sides. You see both of them like a passing team. Take a look at the way that, like, respect to Juve, bro, because I think they played they played really, really good. I like the way that Juve play, to be fair. I really do. I like the way that Sevilla and Juve play. Passion, heritage. That is what you call passion and heritage right there. And yeah, Sevilla going to another final, maybe seventh final in the Europa League, in the Sevilla League, should I say? And then of course Roma winning here, keeping it 0-0 to be 1-0 on aggregate from the first leg. Could it be? I think Jose Mourinho, five-time European final champion winner as a manager, of course, the most ever. Could he make it 6? I think we're gonna. Last year he won the Europa League. He won the first ever year that the Conference League happened, and Roma won. He won it with Roma. He's here to win his 6th European competition with Roma yet again. And I just have to check some. If you win Europa League, do you qualify for Champions League? If a team wins the Europa League or wins the Europa Conference League, they will play in the Europa League unless they finish in the top 4. You automatically should a Premier League club win the UEFA Europa League, or any club win the UEFA, because this is from Prem. So if a team wins the UEFA Europa League, they will automatically qualify for the group stage of next season's UEFA Champions League, regardless of their league finishing. Guys, so it's confirmed. Roma win the Conference League, make their way up to Europa League. If they win this, automatic qualification into the Champions League. Next thing you know, Conference League win under Mourinho, Europa League win under Mourinho. They're making their way up one by one, bro. Imagine under Roma as well. Mourinho, bro. Mourinho, what a bro. This guy's different. I mean, I didn't watch Mourinho. I didn't watch Roma this season, like against Leverkusen. So I don't know the way they play. But knowing Mourinho, bro, they probably play heritage, passion, pass and go as well. I don't know if we'll talk about PSG today. I think we'll talk about it on another day. I kind of want to make it a short one because I don't really like to talk long because of my voice. But let's just talk about Barcelona. They had a really good game, of course. Smoked it against the Barcelona derby. Smoked it against Espanyol Barcelona. But yeah, FC Barcelona, FCB. They killed it, bro. They really killed it. They won the league now. It is clear that they've won the league, and under Xavi as well, guys. Lewandowski, a lot of people saying, "Oh, Levin Ghostski," because he's ghosting in the big games. But guys, I think he's had a huge effect under this Barcelona team. I think for sure that this season, for Barcelona, for PSG, for a lot of clubs, this season has been a transitioning season, and I think a huge factor is caused by the World Cup as well. It's just ruined everything. It's getting more pressure, more games for players, both club and international level, and I think because of that, it's caused a huge transition year for a lot of clubs. You see teams like PSG falling apart. I think it's a transition year for us. We tried to get Carlos Soler and Fabian Ruiz. It didn't work out for us. Now we're gonna go for a new midfield. We for sure need some really good signings next season. This season was just a transition year for us. Real Madrid, same thing here. They're looking for a new midfielder, a new right back, a new striker, a transition year for them. Barcelona as well. They bring Lewandowski. They win the league under Xavi as well. Great to see it. Xavi, the legend. Top 5 midfielders of all time. And they've won it under Xavi. Love to see it. The Xavi effect. Pass and go, tiki-taka. And you can really tell, bro. When I was watching this game, the highlights, bro, you can really tell how passionate, how connected the players are in this Barcelona team. A family, a true family. But like a transition year, as I said, they're like economically they're having a trouble, and for that reason it makes them a transition year. They need to get some better players like Lionel Messi. Imagine him feeding those balls into Lewandowski. Lionel Messi feeding them into Lewandowski would be really cool to see that. Can't wait. Araujo and Koundé, strong duo center backs. Araujo was injured for a lot of important games, but he came back. He had a really good rivalry against, I think he had probably one of the best rivalries this season in La Liga. Him against Vinny. Really good. Sometimes Araujo pockets Vinny. Sometimes Vinny speeds past Araujo and just makes him go to sleep. So for sure, like I think he's had a good season as well. For Barcelona, a transition year. For Liverpool, a transition year. For Chelsea, a transition year. Arsenal, not a transition year, but I think we can for sure see a lot of players wanting a move to Arsenal because of what they've done. I feel like if Arsenal start to get some more players with the way they play, the pass and go type Spanish play style, like if they keep it up with some more players, rumors of Gundogan and Cancelo, I don't think they're gonna go to Arsenal. But if they get some good players, for sure, I think we can see them do even better. Like I think we can see them have a similar result to this year for sure if they continue to play the Spanish possession pass and go style, plus get some more players to help them out. A transition year for all these big teams. So fair play to Barcelona winning the league. Guys, before we end it off, let's do a quick team of the season for the Serie A. End it off with a footy tic-tac-toe to see my negative ball knowledge. Guys, we're going to be using the nominees given by EA Sports FIFA 23. So, guys, off the bat, the goalkeeper nominees that they've given to us here, bro, are just, bro, where the hell is Onana and Mike Mignon? For me, Mike Mignon, bro. I know that they got smoked against Inter, but I think he's still the best goalkeeper for in the Serie A this season, bro. Even last season, winning the Serie A, and then this season killing it in the Champions League, and then of course not against Inter, but overall, like the way he's able to, the passion that he has that leadership role, and then his reflexes to save the ball, even if if a Tomori is in front of him and blocks his vision, his reflexes to get the ball, saving it with his feet is brilliant, bro. It's really, really good. So for me, sorry about that. For me, Inter or Mike Mignon, best goalkeeper this season in the Serie A. Second place for goalkeeper, I think a runner-up, honorable mention has to be Onana. As I mentioned, the saves that he makes as well is crazy, bro. Against AC Milan, he was making some really, really good saves. And then the way that he plays, the way he's able to play that passing game, that the way he's on the ball to play from the back, he's really good at that as well. So I think I like keepers like that. That's why I don't like players, the goalkeepers like Donnarumma. He has, of course, I think Donnarumma has definitely developed from playing the ball from the back. But like compared to last season, like I didn't really like him. Same thing like with Jan Sommer. I think he's good at blocking, but playing from the back, for the way that Bayern play, they kind of play from the back a lot of the time because Neuer is good on the ball. But Jan Sommer, bro, he's not good at that. That's why I don't like keepers like David De Gea, Jan Sommer, Donnarumma. But with Courtois, Ederson, Neuer, and Onana, bro, they're really good at playing from the back. That's why, and on top of that, their reflexes as well. That's why they're a good keeper. So for me, Mike Mignon, the leadership, his reflexes to save the ball with his feet, crazy saves. I think he's the #1 Serie A goalkeeper. Honorable mention has to be Onana and Szczesny as well. He's had a really good season for sure, Szczesny. In the defense, I think for sure Theo Hernandez, guys. A lot of people say that Mbappe carried the France team single-handedly, but I feel like, man, Zizou, but Grisou, guys, was definitely a huge factor to the build-up play in that France team. Coman, his ability to drop back defensive, have that defensive work rate to get the ball back. In that second goal, you saw in the second goal in the France for France in the World Cup, he got back, got it off of Messi, and then brought it back up for France. As I said, Griezmann as well to drop into the midfield, play that type of Messi role, defensive duties, plus like he can feed the ball to the attack. Grisou and Theo Hernandez as well. I think he had a pretty good season, like a World Cup. Even for even him and Brahim Diaz, that link up in the attack, really, really good for AC Milan. So I think Theo Hernandez is going to be my left back. Kim Min-jae, but I mean for FIFA he's already had a team this season, but he's definitely in there for sure. But I think for me, I'll give right back to Di Lorenzo. I think he's had a really good season going down the wing, the right wing back. A lot of the time, I said this in the past, Napoli's build-up play, a lot of the time you see Di Lorenzo going down those wings and then crossing it in or cutting inside, passing it into the top of the box into Osimhen, who hits it like Haaland, bro. He's like the dark Haaland, as speed says. So, but you definitely see defensive capabilities. Di Lorenzo has it, and he goes down the wing, cut inside. He's really good in that build-up play for Napoli in the attack. So I think he deserves a shout for that right back position. Di Marco is also pretty decent for Inter. I saw him the other day against AC Milan. I think Bremer, we'll give it to Bremer. Does Tamori deserve a shout? I think we'll give it to Bremer and Di Marco. As I said, I don't really watch a bunch of Serie A, so I don't know if there's like some players I'm missing. But from the Champions League, from what I've seen, some highlights and stuff, Bremer, he's had a pretty good season. Di Marco, when I was watching him the other day, he was pretty solid as well. And Di Lorenzo and Theo Hernandez, I've watched them both. I've watched Napoli quite a bit this season, and then Theo Hernandez, I watched AC Milan a bit this season, and then of course in the World Cup as well. Have to give it to both of these for the fullbacks, but for the center backs, a bit iffy because I don't really watch like Juve a lot. But for Napoli, I watch Napoli quite a bit, AC Milan, and then a bit of Inter as well. I watch a bit of Inter. In the midfield, Barella has had a great season. The way against AC Milan the other day, yet again, he was spectacular. The best player on the pitch that day. Great at his passes, his defensive ability, just all spectacular. Barella has to be in there for sure. Amrabat at the World Cup was amazing, and then for Fiorentina as well. If we take a look, Conference League, it's Fiorentina versus West Ham, guys. Conference League, you have Fiorentina in the final. In the Europa League, you have Roma in the final. In the Champions League, you have Inter Milan in the final, bro. Serie A, Italy are cooking this season. Micah Richards, bro. If you know, you know. Micah Richards from CBS Sports. CBS Champions League Sports or whatever. If you know, you know. I watch them on TikTok a lot. I kind of want to buy the program because I like that show that they have. Micah Richards, Jamie Carragher, and Thierry Henry, or TT, as Micah Richards says. But Micah, if you know, you know. Micah Richards is probably, bro, he's probably having the time of his life. Man City, he played for Man City. He's probably wanting them to win the final as well. For the Champions League, and he played for Fiorentina as well back in the day. He's probably rooting for them, so he could have two of his former clubs both win a trophy this season. He's probably having a time of his life. But Amrabat, he's having a really good season with Fiorentina, dominating that CDM role. Even in the World Cup for Morocco, he was killing it, so I think he's got to be in there. Fagioli, I've seen him have some good plays. I think Tonali, Çalhanoğlu, between those two, I think I'll give it to Tonali, bro. This guy, like Tonali, Barella, Tonali especially at the AC Milan, he was really good in the build-up play against Inter Milan in that second leg for sure. I saw him a few times, even against Napoli as well. Tonali, defensive capabilities to win the ball, and then the build-up play, really good for Tonali. But Çalhanoğlu, who deserves a shout as well. I've been saying all season like Çalhanoğlu, he's a great midfielder that teams should be looking out for. And then in the attack, Di Maria, I think for his first season at Juve, was killing it, bro. So Di Maria, he has to be there for sure. Rafael Leao, he has to be mentioned for sure. He's definitely up there. Osimhen, the Dark Haaland, as some say. Kvaratskhelia, is that how you say his name? Kvaradona, or the right way, Kvaratskhelia. I finally learned how to say it. Kvaratskhelia, great season. And then Lautaro Martinez, as I said, I expected more from him, but like I think he's had a pretty good season with Inter Milan in the final now as well. And then Dybala for Roma as well. He's had a pretty good season for Roma as well. I think Zaccagni as well. I think I've seen him. I've seen a few highlights of him. But if I had to choose specifically, my top three would be Rafael Leao, Osimhen, and Kvaratskhelia. And then honorable mentions go to Di Maria, Lautaro Martinez, and Dybala. And then there's Zaccagni guy as well. I think I've seen him quite a bit as well in highlights for this is for Lazio, but when I watch like some highlights on TikTok sometimes, I see them for sure. But yeah, those are my Serie A. That's pretty much all. Champions League, Europa League, passion, and then my Serie A thoughts. there as well. My Serie A team of the season. Let's go off and end it off with a footy tic-tac-toe. Footy tic-tac-toe. See my negative ball knowledge, guys. Oh, it's gonna be laggy as well. Oh, look at these scam websites, bro. It is a bit dangerous on the site, but oh, okay, yeah, this is pretty. Oh my, see, what are these like scam websites, bro? This is a bit suspicious, this site, but just give me a sec, guys. I don't want to have these scam websites come up. Hopefully I'm not hacked. I'm probably hacked at this point, bro. I'm joking, I'm joking. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, so World Cup Liverpool will go ahead and give it to. Oh, bro, we had a good one. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. I wanted to do one of these footy tic-tac-toes, but not looking good for us. I have an idea. I have an idea. We'll do this. I have an idea. I want to do a footy tic-tac-toe, so just give me a sec, guys. Sorry, it's taking quite a bit here. I have to do a footy tic-tac-toe. My ball knowledge. Okay, I think we fixed it. Never mind. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this. So let's see, Portuguese and no, let's change it, guys. Let's change it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is good. So Inter Milan, Leicester. Nah, I'm not doing Leicester, bro. Look at my negative ball knowledge, guys. Skipping. Okay, this is good. This is good. Let's just keep it here, guys. My negative ball knowledge. Benfica, Real Madrid. We're gonna go with Di Maria. Like, see, I have to choose the easy ones, guys. Look at me. My negative ball knowledge. Sevilla, Real Madrid. Who's this? Isco. I think Isco. Did he play for? What's his name? Isco. What's his full name? Francisco Romano. It's Francisco what the heck? Is it this guy, bro? Oh my negative ball knowledge, guys. Negative, absolute. Let's do. Bro, my negative. Look at me skipping. Okay, let's look away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, here. This is the one. Arsenal, Inter Milan. Is this actually Cole? Did he play for Inter? Why did I think he played for Inter for some reason? Arsenal, Inter, man. Oh my negative ball. Look at my negative ball knowledge, bro. Absolute negative ball knowledge. See, I'm skipping this all because I know nothing. Why did I do this at the end? Why did I make you guys wait to see my negative ball knowledge? Like, I want to do a semi-hard one. I don't want to keep on looking for one, oh, I know, and then show you guys my fake ball knowledge. Get what I mean? Let's just skip it. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, here, last one. Okay, so Bayern, Chelsea. Brother, my negative ball knowledge yet again. Bayern, Chelsea. I feel like that's so easy, bro. But for some reason, I'm just not clicking. Hey. So, Chelsea and Colombian. I think that is Juan Cuadrado. Dutch, Chelsea. We're gonna go with Hullet. Robin. Didn't Robin play at Chelsea As well? Bayern United. We're gonna go with Schweinsteiger. Bastian Schweinsteiger. Colombian United. Did Falcao play at United? Was it? Yeah. Then Dutch United. We'll just go with a Eric Ten Hag. Does it let us do that? Eric Ten Hag. Managers. No, we'll go with what's his name? Van de Beek. Fiorentina. Time for my negative ball knowledge. Zapata. I don't think Zapata is at Fiorentina, but for some reason I thought he played there. Yeah, my negative Fiorentina ball knowledge, guys. One more. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nah, not Aston Villa. Oh, Southampton, bro. How am I supposed to know this? I have negative ball knowledge. And they expect me to know this stuff, bro. Look at me skipping through like a rat. I think we'll just end it there, guys. I don't want to do an easy one like this, see? Look at me skipping through like a rat, bro, just to find one that I know. Guys, that just proved my negative ball knowledge. But anyways, guys, yeah, Footy Tic-Tac-Toe is better with like more people as well. So maybe when we have a guest on, if we get Gareth on the podcast again, maybe we'll do one with him. But anyways, guys, that's gonna end off the podcast. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Next podcast might be on. Oh yeah, Monday is off, so I think Sunday or Monday we'll do a podcast if I'm not sick again, because next Monday I have off as well, so I should be able to free time, guys. As I said, sorry for not posting a lot of league podcasts over the weekend, because man, the amount of work I'm getting in high school is the end of the year, guys. I have to start getting into my finals are coming, a lot of tests for my final grades going into post-secondary, so a lot of work. I have to focus on that a lot more. But yeah, Next video, just check my Instagram, my personal Instagram, dan.azar05. Link will be down below. Check there. I usually say on that account when I post my next podcast. But for now, stay positive, stay happy, stay flow, and I'll see you later. For now, have a good one. Bye.